Yo, what's up, sports fans or Dolphin fans? Josh Clow here from the Cleaver Podcast, and today I got another episode for y'all. I'm gonna be talking about the Dolphins head coach situation. Who's gonna be the next head coach? Who I think it's gonna be? What's gonna go down? So without further ado, I'm just gonna I'm gonna dive right into it. Miami has interviewed a lot of guys. I'm gonna go through them all of who is still a possible candidate for for the Miami Dolphins for right now. There is about six guys who are possible candidates. First one is John Harbaugh. Miami is still going to try to go after John Harbaugh via the trade, but we'll get more into that later. Second, we have Chris Richards, the Cowboys defensive playing or call playing. We saw how the Cowboys were this year. I think they did a fantastic job on defense. Definitely the game against the Saints, they held them down to 10, 13 points. So, people don't do that against Hall of Fame quarterbacks. And then, they were very impressive. They have a top five run defense. So, he's done a good job. Also, the Saints defensive coordinator Dennis Allen. Dennis Allen. I mean, the Saints, they started off bad on defense, but he got them rolling near the end. I mean, there were some bumps on the road, but he's playing with a young team. Dolphin special team coordinator Darren Rizzi. I mean, he's a beloved member of the Dolphins organization. He's been there for 9, 10 years. Everyone wants him for head coach. Speculations is he is special teams coordinator. There's not that many head coaches from that. John Harbaugh is one of those, but we'll go into that later also. Chiefs offensive coordinator Eric Benlemini, or however you pronounce it. Miami also, if you notice, some of these guys were defense. A lot of these guys were defense. This is offense now. The only problem with this guy is that he never called the offense during the season. It was Andy Reid. So there's a huge risk for this guy because you really don't know what he's really going to do. He is just benefit off of Andy Reid. And last but not least is Brian Flores, the Patriots defensive coordinator. I mean, every year the Patriots are going to be the Patriots, the superstar team. Patriots always has one of the top scoring defenses in the league. But Bill Belichick's assistants never pan out to be what everyone think they're going to be. So that's also something to be hesitant on. Now, let's go back a little. I'm going to go talk about what is my opinion, what's my prediction, what's going to happen. Miami already has their head coach, and it's going to be between two guys. Right now is John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh is the next Miami Dolphins head coach if the trade can go out. What's going to happen is, unfortunately for Miami, they cannot bust out the trade until the new year of football, which is like the second week of March. So what they're going to have to do is negotiate now and get into terms that will be accepted going in. So Miami's going to be probably trading a lot for John Harbaugh. What are they going to be trading? We don't know. Chances are it could be a lot of players. It could be a couple of picks. Maybe some coordinators. I don't know. But Miami is going to bust it through. So I know that they're trying as fast as they can because, if they don't get that confirmation soon, they're going to have to go after somebody else. And that's where they already have their plan. So if the John Harbaugh plan fail, Darren Rizzi is going to be the next head coach of the Miami Dolphins then. Darren Rizzi has interviewed no one else, only the Miami Dolphins. Like I said, he's a beloved member of the organization. A lot of the players actually want him head coach. So that is their backup plan. Darren Rizzi will probably not say no. I mean, it's a head coaching job in the NFL. It's your final opportunity to get one. So that's what the Dolphins are really looking into right now. Just a quick update. It's going to be John Harbaugh. Unless it fails, then it's Darren Rizzi. But those are the two guys that are the final two are the finalists for the head coaching job. Why Miami is interviewing other people? Probably to get people with distraction away from it. Maybe also Darren Rizzi. I think Darren Rizzi kind of knows that if if the trade happens, John Harbaugh is the next head coach of the Dolphins. But some other news. before we end this up, it's going to be a quick video. Browns got a new head coach. They hired Freddie Kitchens, the offensive coordinator from the Browns. He got promoted after he got promoted after Todd Haley got fired, and now he just got promoted again. So, 2 promotions in a year, not bad. Broncos just hired Vic Fangio, however you pronounce his name, the Bears defensive coordinator. We already know the Broncos have a very good defense, and you got Von Miller, you got a couple of those cornerbacks, but they are aging. But the only problem with that is Fangio, he is getting old. He's what, 60, 62, something. He's in the 60s, so he's not young. So he's not a long-term situation, which honestly is probably John Elway's problem. Is he doesn't think long-term, he thinks now, which is John Elway's problem. But I'm not going to go into that. If you're a Broncos fan, you probably already know that by now. John Elway's the problem for the Broncos, but that's another video for another time. Bucks hired Bruce Arians the other day. It's not official, but it is reported that he will sign. He did mention a couple of weeks ago that he said he'd look into the Bucks offer. I think the offer made it good enough. So he will be working with Jameis Winston. That was part of the plan. The Bucks GM said, or owner says, that next coach has to work with Jameis Winston, and Bruce Arians has worked with a couple good quarterbacks. So Jameis Winston's lucky. Packers signed Matt LaFleur a couple of days ago. He's the offensive coordinator for the Titans. That was a very surprising move for everyone. We kind of didn't know how, he wasn't even a consideration for head coaching, but I get, what happens. I'm surprised they went offense. They should have gone defense, in my opinion, because you already have Aaron Rodgers. You don't need Aaron Rodgers to be coach. He's going to do what he's going to do. So, but their defense is a problem. But Packers are the Packers. I trust them. They're going to try to compete next year in a very difficult division. And then lastly, the Cardinals hired this guy named Cliff Kingsbury. He used to be Texas Tech's head coach a couple of years ago. I don't know when he ended that time, but they did hire him for the Cardinals. So 5 of the 8 teams are done with the head coaching positions. All that's left is Miami Dolphins, of course, the Jets, and crap. Who's the last team? There's one more team. I can't think of it on the top of my head. Oh, Bengals. Yeah. So Dolphins, Jets, and Bengals are the last teams that need head coaching jobs. So keep an eye on that. But for going back to the Miami Dolphins, yes, it's going to be John Harbaugh or Darren Rizzi. Those are the 2 finalists for the head coaching job. That's in my opinion. I could be completely wrong, but that's in my greatest opinion that those 2 guys are the finalists. If you agree with me, give me a like. Comment down below who do you think Miami's going to be having in the next head coach. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos or podcasts. We have a podcast coming out tomorrow. Hope you guys don't miss that. It's going to be a good podcast. Hopefully we got the whole gang back together from work and family and vacation from the holidays. So we're excited to come back on the podcast. But yeah, hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, don't forget to sub and like. Appreciate the support. Thank you.